Hi guys, Darko here, lead coach, Coach's Corner. Me and Vic, we just finished recording our long-term webinar, and I talked about all the benefits the benefits with long-term trading, and I also showed you a couple of trades. I think it was 2 winning trades and 1 losing trades, just to get an idea of how I'm trading on weekly basis, and also some general information about like how I provide my service with 2 PMAs a week, but also the ideas of how I'm doing my long-term analysis. And the end of it, I gave you some closing words and some advice along the way. So feel free to watch the webinar. Hope you like it, and obviously I'm dying to help you. And if you are interested and serious about your journey to become a trader, then this is the service for you. So watch the webinar, and if you have any questions, let us know. And obviously I'm looking forward to work with you long term, and hope to see you in class. So have a nice day. Cheers.
Hey folks, Vic Noble here, and the picture in front of you of this passionate man is my Coach's Corner partner and lead coach, Darko Ali. When Vic Young, who is one of the owners of Forex Mentor, when he and I were in Sweden a few years ago visiting Darko, we snapped this picture of him when he wasn't looking. And we thought it kind of nicely fit the title of this webinar, how Darko has achieved his best Forex results in 17 years. So a big welcome, and thanks so much for listening into this presentation today by Darko and I. We really appreciate having you with us. This was originally supposed to be a live webinar, but we then figured that doing it this way would offer more kind of viewing flexibility to our worldwide viewers. So hopefully this format serves everybody better. We'll get to Darko shortly. Just before we do, just to kind of set the stage, what we're going to do is have Darko explain his profitable Forex trading approach, and I mean profitable every single year since he joined the Coach's Corner as our lead coach back in November of 2017. And obviously that means not profitable in every trade. That means profitable overall. That's how an odds game works, which is what this is. We're doing this presentation because I get emails quite regularly from people asking me how they should start, what they should do, should they join Darko's longer-term trading service or my shorter-term service, etc., etc. But the underlying observation of all these emails is that they don't actually have a trading plan at all, nothing. And what I always recommend is that they join our Coach's Corner longer-term trading service with Darko. And the reason for that is because it is far, far easier to learn to trade with a longer-term approach than it is with short-term. Like, there's nothing wrong with short-term at all, that which is what I look after. And there's pros and cons to everything. But honestly, the very best way to learn is longer term. Then, of course, you can apply that approach, that strategy, to any proper time frame combinations that you like. And I'll tell you this, your biggest problem in becoming a consistently profitable trader is you. Okay, you need to come to the conclusion that you must change your approach because you're not now profitable. And after seeing Darko's performance for over 7 years now, because I was following his trading before he became our lead coach, I know that he has the key to your future success. Okay, but it's ultimately up to you to take appropriate action. Okay? And I'm saying all of this with total respect to all of you, because we've been in your shoes at one time. We know the frustrations and the psychological challenges that you're facing. And for Darko and I, the only successful outcome is having you turn your trading around to the positive. Okay? Just one more thing before we hear from Darko. A lot of this webinar is Darko and I talking about what we know and what we've learned from trading. There are golden nuggets of information in here. Okay, so we really hope you'll take the time to listen to all of this webinar, take it in, not just gloss over it, because everything we say here is important and can have a very lasting and positive effect on your trading. So on that note, let's get Darko on here, and he'll go through his way of trading that has been so profitable for him.
Yeah, thanks, Vic. So hi everyone, Darko here. Thank you so much for listening to the recording. we have been using the same price action reading since November 2017. That has never changed. And that's what I call the advanced market flow, the language of the market. It's super important to know that actually the charts is telling you a story, and you have to understand that story in order to make money in the market. So, and that price action reading that I produced in November 2017 is like a decade of hard work and all the mistakes and sitting in front of your charts like basically for so many hours a day. So yeah, the advanced market flow reading is what we use every single day and what we have been doing since, like I said, November 2017. And it's the same commitment today that I had for 7 years ago. I promised everyone back then that I will do my absolute best every single day, week, month, year, and now 7 years later, I'm actually more hungry than ever because I'm seeing better results for every single year, and I have never ever missed a PMA for since November 2017. So there are like no excuses. It doesn't matter if I'm sick, if whatever obstacles that is in front of me, I will I have been always been recording the PMA in time. Okay, so when I produce those PMAs, obviously for the long-term service, they are twice a week on Mondays and Thursdays, where I analyze the market, as it, the chart is moving, live analyzing the market. And whenever I see a pending order, those are within the PMAs. And obviously, if nothing is going on there, then there are no pending orders. But all the pending orders are recorded in advance, not after the fact. And I'm giving you also the reasons. That's more important because we are not, this is not an alert service. This is an educational service. So more importantly, I'm showing you why I see those pending orders. Okay, that's super important because I want you to be an independent trader. So I go through everything you need to know why that become a pending order. Once we got filled in the next coming PMA, we cover the trade management part of it. Okay, so first and foremost, I tell you, like, this is the entry, this is the stop loss, and then once we got filled, this is the TP1, TP2, and also if we use hands-on or hands-off. Okay, if you look at what we are providing, okay, and what we are charging you, it's well, let me tell you this: good luck finding anything even close to what we do for that amount of pricing. Okay, me and Vic and obviously Forex Mentor, we come to an agreement that we are lowering the price. We have been doing giving you guys a good deal, those webinar specials and also the month-to-month basis. So the reason for it is because we want to give back to the trading community. We could be charging you like 3 times more. Okay, so basically what I'm doing is I'm not scalping, I'm not day trading. The only time I'm day trading is when we are day trading ourselves into a swing trade. So we are basically more or less swing trading, and there are from time to time there are some position trading as well. So we are long-term trading and all the benefits that's come with it. You don't need to look at your charts every 5 minutes or not even every hour or even every 4 hours. For long-term trading, it's more than enough to watch your charts twice a day. Maybe even if you don't have time, once a day. Obviously, you need to put the hard work in order to get where you want. But once you understand my concept, most of the times I'm watching the charts throughout my cell phone, or if I have access to internet, I watch that. Could be at work. You just have a quick look. I don't need, because our entry time frame is the 4-hour time frame for swing trading, and so every single candle is 4 hours. So it's more than enough to just watch it like once you come back home from work, whatever obligations you have, and you don't have to sit at your computer for like I did when I was a day trader, like 12 to 18 hours a day. That's crazy. Okay, so you free up some time, and trust me, I have more trades as a swing trader than that I had as a day trader, and the results are much more better. And most importantly, I'm less stressed. It's like this is sustainable. I can do this for the rest of my life without sacrificing anything else around me. Okay, and obviously since when did I hype anything? Okay, so there are no Lamborghinis in the background when I'm doing any selfie videos. There are no Ferraris. There are no, these lifestyle that you might expect. No. Okay, because trading is the hardest way of making easy money. Okay, so there is no easy money. You have to put down the work. Most people don't, and that's why most people fail. I will talk more about some, in the closing comments, about the mental part of trading and everything around it. So I'm just leaving it now, and I will now show you a couple of trades that we took for some weeks ago. Okay. So yeah, we took lots of trades for the past 3-4 weeks, and this is just 2 of them. Okay, and I'm not cherry picking any super winning trades or anything. We had a couple of losing trades. I will show you one of them. So the reason or the purpose of these trade examples is to show you actually how we do things, how I do things on weekly basis. You just get a feeling for it, okay? And actually, if you go to our YouTube channel, you will see that the video which says the best summer in 17 years. There are several of these trades there as well. Okay, so basically I start with the yearly chart. The yearly chart is only for the bigger picture. We are not trading yearly necklines or anything, just like is the trend down, up, or sideways. That's it. Okay, and in this specific case the trend is down. Okay, this has been down since 2007. Okay, the monthly is down, the weekly is down. What we saw is a monthly pullback into resistance. Would you agree that this is resistance? And I have specific rules how to identify support and resistance that are explained in great detail within the paid membership chip, and also I explain that in the PMAs every single week. So not even we have a monthly pullback, but we also had a weekly pullback. Okay, we get up into a level of resistance, and I pointed out this trade in advance and said, hey, listen, by the time we were retracing in here, okay, you had all these days to plan this trade. I kid you not, this was the entry based on the necklines, okay, and nothing my client hasn't seen like 3 million times. Okay, this was the entry with the higher high stop loss. So this trade needed around, I would say, I think it was like 160 pips or something. The first level in here was like around 112. Okay, we took this level in here, so 170. Okay, and this went down like over 300 pips. Okay, that's 2 to 1, almost 2 to 1. So yeah, and this was more like a position trading. For swing trading, the stop loss are less. The size of the stop loss are less, which benefit if you have a small account, and also the win ratio becomes much more. Let me show you this Euro Aussie. This was this was amazing. So this is again, the monthly chart is making higher lows. Okay, the monthly chart is making higher lows. My yearly bias for this year was up based on the previous year's 3-2 pin bar. Okay, the monthly is retracing back into these double necklines. Okay, and this was also a weekly pullback into this weekly level. Okay, and this is what I want you to see. By the time we hit this level, okay, and I said let's just wait for a swing break rotation, a set and forget, or any other patterns that we are trading. Okay, so once I saw this swing break, do you see how this high is higher than this high? This I placed an entry order in here with a low stop loss aiming to the upside, and this trade was crazy. I think this made like, geez, this was let me just go back to the charting, and obviously this is a logic level, and you could definitely take something out to take out the risk if you were like nervous about it. So this one was just needed. If I take from here, let's see, to the 60, let's say 60, 70, 85 pips, and this went up like, geez, over 600 pips, like. So this was actually, I think this was named as the best trade of of that specific month. It last month of June. Okay, so we had like lots of these trades lately when we pick the weekly level, a weekly pullback in alignment with the trend. You wait for a pattern and take those trades, and this is the beauty of like every single one of these candles are like 4-hour time frame. Sorry, 4 hour. That means you have plenty of times to plan these trades. Just put an alarm. Whenever the alarm goes off, you place your entry level, your entry and stop loss. Okay, so I really like the entire idea behind the concept that I'm trading is we need to have trend, okay, either up or down on your higher time frame, yearly, monthly, weekly. Then you wait for that monthly or weekly pullback into support and resistance, depending if you're long or short. And then basically, if the natural stop like the cat Swissy makes sense to you, take it. If not, wait for a pattern. Once you see a pattern, you take that trade, and you trade management the way I teach you. That's it. It sounds simple, but it's not easy unless you understand how to read price. Okay, and once you watch these PMAs on a regular basis, you will get a feeling for it after a while. The first, I would say, 2-3 months is overwhelming, and then you start getting a feeling for it, and then I sound like a broken record. Okay, and this was a losing trade. Okay, it was a reduced loss for me. My yearly bias is up based on the previous candle action. Okay, and we went down to these double neck lines. Okay, on a daily chart looks like I said to the clients like, hey, this is like a school example of a set and forget. Okay, with the rules that I'm teaching. So this entry in here was, sorry, this pullback in here was the entry with the low stop loss. So some people went out for break even. Some people took a full loss, and some people took a reduced loss. So once I got filled within this candle and price is moving away from my entry, this was the stop loss in here. So I moved my stop loss from here to here. Okay, then because if price is intending to go up, price usually make like a higher low and then do this. In this specific case, price went just through it and stops me out for a full reduced loss. Okay, and some people did not risk reduce, and they took a full loss. Okay, so the trade management part of it is a bit of a challenge, but I'm telling you, this is what you can do, and I give you like 2 options. Okay, and then it's up to you and what resonates with the way of how you want to be trading. Okay, so if you watch like these PMAs when I'm actually showing the trades in advance and like cutting off the PMA and then I show you the results, you will get a feeling for like what the PMAs are. And we also providing the CC starter where we show you, where we upload full version of the PMAs, and there are like archives of videos where I'm showing trades in advance, and but also what we provide within the paid membership. Okay, so yeah, these are like, we have lots of other trades. I'm just giving you a couple of samples how I analyze the charts, and obviously there are 2 PMAs a week, around 20 to 30 minutes each every single week to digest all the info, the information, and price action reading, the trading mindset, and everything that is trading related is within these PMAs. Okay, so yeah, and now I will give you some closing comments about what I think you should be doing. Okay, so what I'm about to say right now is super important, so pay very close attention. Okay, the results that we have been seeing for the past 3-4 weeks are not common. Okay, I'm the first one to be honest with you. Okay, summertime is usually, not always obviously, quiet times, just like Christmas and New Year. Okay, and we had the best results so far in 17 years. Okay, we never know if this results will remain, or if we need to wait for another 17 years, or maybe 5 years, or maybe never. Okay, what I do can tell you based on what I've been performing for the past 7 years as a coach is that I have around like one losing months each year, maybe two. Okay, I think I'm not sure if I had two losing months in a year at some point, maybe. My mind doesn't serve me well right now. I don't remember, so I won't lie. But what I'm saying is, you know, winning streaks or losing streaks or break even streaks, that's very common. Okay, so I'm telling you to not have any false expectations, and I'm the last one on earth that will give you any false expectation to join the service. Okay, but we are very pleased and happy that these results, came, because I'm a bit surprised, to be honest with you, because like I said, it's summertime. But what I do, can tell you is that regardless if you have winning streak or losing streak, you will never see me, jump systems, or once I deal with like losing trades, it's just, oh geez, let's try something else. No, you will see me, dig myself up, and just by doing the exact same thing. And when you have losing streak, trade management is super important. Obviously, you don't know if a trade is a loser or a winner when you take that trade. But what I mean is that the market is dynamic. It's changing from up, sideways, down, or down, sideways, up. Okay? So when the market is shifting sentiment, that's usually where you could be misreading the charts. And I have learned so much about how to avoid these traps, not to avoid losing trades, because you will never ever be right 9 times out of 10, even though we had very high win ratio lately. But that's just temporary. If you take the entire year from January to December, I would say I'm at best a 60% trader. Okay, so that's super important. And the good news is that the results has been very good for the past 7 years, and everything is recorded in advance. It's a different story if I grab the charts and tell you after the fact what you should have been doing. Okay, so that's the good news. So the bad news is trading needs hard work. Okay, so don't expect join the service and you'll become a professional trader after like 1 week or 1 month, maybe not even 1 year. We don't know that, because it's up to you and how much you're dedicated to do this properly. Okay, so that's the someone needs to tell you this. Trading is hard work. You have to put down time to go through all the contents several times, take notes, do your own chart exercising, chart reading, watch the PMAs, pause the PMAs and go back and see, just like so much work. But it's fun, okay, because you are doing it with among like-minded people who have the same goal, just like you. Okay, so you have to put down the hours. There are no easy way to become a trader. Okay, super important. The other good news is that you have, if you find any trading coach out there that is more dedicated than I am to my clients, well, feel free to send me an email or let me know. Okay, because I'm there for you. I'm there with you. If you have any questions, we will answer that for you. I will cover those questions still now 7 years later in the PMAs, so everyone can benefit from the questions. Okay, and I'm not hiding any losing trades or any losing streak or any mistakes. There are times I'm just grab the mic, hey guys and girls, I messed up, I did this mistake, let's just learn from it. There's no ego involved, because we all do mistakes. I do mistakes, okay, and the good thing is that it doesn't happen that often. But when it happens, if there's any value of it, regardless, I will share that mistake with you. Okay, so there is no trying to pretend to be, God's gift to the financial business or anything. No, it's on the contrary. When we had this winning streak, I told everyone, keep your cool, because the market will beat you up if you think that you are better than the market. You have to be humble. Okay? So the question now is, do you have what it takes to become a trader? And the bad news is most people don't. There's a reason why 95% of the retail traders are losing money. 5% is the one who makes it. So the question is, are you the 5% type of trader, or are you the 95% type of trader? Okay? So you have to understand that and be very okay with that. You need to, there are some sacrifices along the way with the time that you are putting in. And if you have been listening to my podcast, you will know that I struggled for a decade with like barely any results. I didn't need to suffer for that long, but my personality, my personal traits was not optimal for trading, because I was stubborn, I didn't listen, I jumped system, I do all the mistakes. Okay? And then I come to a conclusion like, geez, I wasted a decade of my life. Giving up now is not an option. Okay? Because I was letting everyone down around me. My wife at that time, my kids, my friends. Just like I was, just imagine a decade of your life was like completely gone. So how can you just do that? And I have no idea if you just found this service when you start trading, or if you have been struggling for like 15 years or 10 years or 5 years or 2 years. The question is, for how much longer do you want to struggle? Because I don't want to put myself on any high horses. And I might, sound a bit, not good. But trust me when I say this, it depends how you want to be trading. But if you are a pure price action trader, if you don't make it within my service, I highly doubt that you make it anywhere else, because I've been around lots of services out there when I was a struggling trader. Like basically everything that was available. You have no idea how much money and time I spent in different services. And I know the quality. And maybe, just maybe, things has changed for the past 10 years. I have no idea. Okay? What I'm trying to say is that like, if you want to have different results, then you need to change something. Okay? Don't expect the same results when you're doing the same thing year in and year out. Hope that makes sense. I'm dying to help you. Give me a chance to prove myself to you. What do you have to lose? Like, you have been like the amount of money that we are charging you is like basically 1 or 2 losing trades. Like, give it at least a try. And if I don't live up to the expectations, well, at least you tried. Okay? And now we are obviously giving you a juicy offer for those who are committed long term. But, give the service a try. You have absolutely nothing to lose, because, sorry to tell you this, you are losing anyway. So if you try it, go through the content, get a feeling for what we do. If you don't like it, fine. Okay? So yeah. So that's it. Thank you so much for listening. Like I said, I'm dying to help. I hope to see you in class. And now you have the opportunity to actually join us for a beneficial pricing. And the rest is up to you. That's it. Thank you. Cheers.
Well, thanks so much, Darko. And, I have to say that one of the biggest reasons I hired Darko on as our lead coach almost 7 years ago now is because of his honesty and transparency and just a no BS approach to trading and to trading results. Okay? He just gave you a very, very honest assessment of his own trading, and not only just his own trading, but just trading in general. And you should be particularly impressed with his consistency. He doesn't change or, system jump, win, lose, or draw. And this is one of the biggest challenges for traders, sticking with the plan in the face of adversity. Because you're going to have adversity. It doesn't matter what job you have. You have to stay the course. Don't get fixated on, having a high win rate. That can be very misleading. What Darko told you is the reality of trading and the truth about trading. And it's what you need to hear. And of course, you can choose to believe it or not. But I know that aspiring traders can be very easily misled by someone making ridiculous promises, because it feeds into the kind of the fragile minds of what someone wants to hear. They want to hear that you can start with $500 and turn it into $5,000 in a month. Well, yeah, how's that working out? But it's very important to everyone that we set expectations properly right from the start and not cause anyone to be misled or financially hurt. So as we head into the second half of 2023, can you believe that? More than half the year already gone. Let me ask you a question, and please really try to be honest with yourself. Not me, with anybody else, just with you. What Forex trading results do you have to show for yourself? Okay, are you on track for seeing consistently profitable returns? Let's say you didn't change anything at all about how you're currently approaching your trading, how you're getting into a trade, how you're managing them, where you're taking profits, etc. Where will that strategy put you by the end of the year? And again, just be honest with yourself. I just read an email from a guy. I get his emails. His name is Gary Ryan Blair. He helps people with their goals. And what he said is directly applicable to your trading. So just full disclosure here, I'm taking these next comments from his email. And he asked a series of questions as follows. If you don't change anything, will you be struggling, spinning your wheels and in the same place where you are right now? So think of this. If you could go back to the beginning of this year, January 1st, 2023, and say you followed Darko's approach and maybe started taking these trades, imagine where you'd be right now. Probably far better off, I would guess, for most people anyway. You could have totally changed the trajectory of your trading. But can't go back in time, right? We both know that we can't change the past. However, here's the thing. You can use lessons from the past and Darko's history of performance ever since 2017, actually before that, to execute in a way that can dramatically alter your future. To make the most of the rest of this year, here are three stop, start, and continue questions that Gary Ryan Blair asked in his email. And when you answer them honestly, it'll provide you with an immediate performance improvement plan for the remainder of 2023. So have a look at these. First of all, what are the things that you need to stop doing that are negatively impacting your performance? And that can be lots of things. You're bad at trade management, risk management, moving your stop too soon, or whatever it is. Okay, what should you stop doing? Secondly, what are the things that you should start doing that'll positively impact your performance and drive bigger and faster results? Like if you're having problems, we hope that it'll be joining Darko's service, because we know after 7 consecutively great years of him showing our members trade setups in advance, not after the fact, that what he does flat out works. And thirdly, what are the things that you should continue doing with greater consistency and intensity and focus to ensure a performance explosion? Maybe your risk management is already really good, or maybe your dedication and determination to learning is like ironclad. You have the right mindset. That's great, because those attributes will serve you well. So I encourage you to use these questions to update your strategies and to make the most of the rest of this year. And if we can be part of it and help you towards these goals, we'd be very honored and grateful. And just before we continue here, I just wanted to give you a little glimpse of what the long-term trading members site looks like. And there's some information at the top in here about the patterns that we use. And this is a quick start guide right here. When you go to this, there's videos to go through. These aren't intended to be the full course by any means, but they'll help you get up to speed way more quickly. Go through them multiple times, not just once. You always pick up more when you go through them multiple times. Pre-market analysis videos, the PMA videos. These, if you click this are all look at all these videos that Darko he records them and posts them. You can't hide. You can't say after the fact, "Oh, I decided not to take that trade." Not, they're all posted. He shows his pending orders in advance, never after the fact. It's great, and this is what's been so successful with this service. And these PMA videos are totally based on this price action reading. This is the foundation of what Darko teaches right here. These price action reading videos. Very important. You click on these, and there's all these videos available for you. There's a chat room, of course, we have. There's some bonus trading material in here and trading psychology videos, and then some additional resources, some tutorials on how to set up your TradingView charts if you use TradingView. An ACAT webinar, you get the full webinar as part of the deal. Some advanced momentum trading, which is another concept that Darko introduced to the trading community years ago. And then if you're a 12-month subscriber, we actually give you the London close trade strategy. But that's a short-term trading, might not be of any interest to you, but it's just a bonus that we throw in. But everything is about long-term trading here, and lots of really good information and to get you up and going. So I just, again, wanted just to give you a little glimpse of what you would find in our long-term trading members site. Well, as the saying goes, the proof of the pudding is in the taste. And Darko and I just love to hear that we're helping, that we're having a positive impact on traders. We've received so many kind comments and feedback about how our services help people. And ahead of doing this webinar, I asked our longer-term traders if any of them would care to share their experience with others, because you're not alone. And it's good to know if anyone's having any success with what we do, because at the end of the day, it's vital that we positively impact our members and help them transition into consistently profitable traders. So I'm going to read out a few of the comments that we received just from this past week alone. This is from Jan. He says, I've been a member of previous services, but nothing is like this. I have found a home here and I intend to stay for a long time. Daniel, this guy is one of our stage 4 traders, really good. As he says here, I'm a long-term trader for over 4 years with Darko. There's no better place to learn holy grail of Forex trading, which is strict daily routine, consistency, trade management, and most importantly, risk management. Because of Darko, I know that my dream of becoming a pro Forex trader is becoming real. Daniel, and like I say, Daniel's already a stage 4 trader and just such an inspiration to other people. Before the Coach's Corner, says Brian here, I was constantly experimenting with every indicator I came across, making my trading complicated, unpredictable, and most often not profitable. Probably a familiar story to a lot of people. Since Darko became a coach within the Coach's Corner, he has shown me how trading does not have to be complicated, and it can be more manageable within my time limits and more consistently profitable. Darko has been one of the best Forex coach mentors that I have come across over the last years with his honest, straightforward approach to trading. Thanks, and that's Brian. And that's important, the point that he makes sure that it's manageable within his time limits. That's the beauty about long-term trading, is that you don't have to be sitting in front of your charts all the time if you have a job or other obligations. If you are struggling to formulate your approach to FX trading, look no further than Forex Mentor with Vic and Darko. They offer a straightforward methodology to trading with a rules-based approach clearly set out within their website. If, like I was, you are struggling to build a consistent trading routine, check these guys out. They have taught me the disciplined approach to building my confidence and build my account. I feel blessed to offer up a resume of your service. You guys are tremendous. And that's a Royston. Thanks so much. And Malcolm says, I just wanted to thank Darko and Vic for providing a true tested strategy that really works. The way Darko simplifies trading has been nothing short of amazing. I can't wait to start live trading to share my results. And he's doing it right, like you don't have to live trade right away. In fact, you don't need to even trade right away. Just learn first. Don't commit money and do anything stupid. No, just learn first before committing your hard-earned money. Okay, and now for the pricing, the juicy part, as Darko says. And I'll tell you straight away that sales is not my thing. Okay, I don't like trying to sell anyone on anything. All we can do is, provide the facts, which you've seen here in this presentation, and either this is attractive to you, excuse me, or it's not. So I'll just keep it simple, and you decide what you want to do. So first of all, we've had this is our regular pricing on if you go to our site right now at forexmentor.com, this is the pricing right now, okay? But we've had a summer special on right here. We've had this on since June. Actually, we had it on for all of June and July, which is coming to a close. We're going to allow that until the end of this month, okay? July 31st, which is Monday. That should be plenty of time to decide to join or not. Okay, but the pricing is the biggest discount, just so you know. This is the biggest discount on our services that we've ever offered. And frankly, you know, if I'm being dead honest, low prices like this probably give the impression that the service isn't worth it, and nothing could be further from the truth. Okay, just so you know, and right up here, this is the yearly pricing. Okay, we have a 6 month and 3 month. So let's have a look at that. So this is the price right here for Darko's long-term service. This is for the short-term service that I run, and then this is for having both. If you're starting out here or you're not consistently profitable, my recommendation, do this. I mean, learn to trade longer term. It's easier. It's a better way to learn. Then you can, you know, trade whatever time frame you want after that. So that's the yearly pricing. Here's the 6 month pricing right here. 6 months for this price, and then here's the other prices as well. And then we have a 3 month right here. 3 month to get a really good flavor for what we do. Is 3 month pricing is right there. Okay. Here is the link, forexmentor.com/cc/summer. Again, it expires July 31st, 2023. And listen, you know, if you have questions, make sure you ask. I mean, I'd be happy to answer. Just send them along to me, vicnoble@forexmentor.com. Here's Darko at forexmentor.com. I usually take most of the emails. Like, English is not Darko's first language, okay? So, and he definitely can't have emails that are sent to him that are like really long emails and that. Try to keep your emails short, to the point. Ask a question, no problem at all. We'd be happy to answer. And you know, if it's something I can answer, please send it to me first. If you really need to send it to Darko, it's right there. And if you have any technical issues, like say you join, you can't log in, or whatever happens, don't contact me, because I have to then contact the back office. I don't have information on subscribers. Okay, this is all handled by Vic Young, who runs our back office. info@forexmentor.com. That's the fastest way to get it resolved, and he's really good at getting back to people very quickly. Okay, so I just want to thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this presentation. We really appreciate it, and just hope that you'll consider joining our service. Again, the offer does expire on July 31st, but you know, no matter what your choice, on behalf of Darko and Forex Mentor, we wish you nothing but the very best in your trading. Thanks again, everyone. Take care.